Welcome to this new video about Forza Horizon 6, in which I'm going to show you about 10 essential tips that you absolutely need to know, either to really get the most out of the game or simply to do certain things more easily in the game. If you know any other useful tips, feel free to share them in the comments. This will help others, especially new players starting with the Forza Horizon series. And if this video gave you a little boost, don't hesitate to show your support by leaving a like and subscribing for my upcoming videos. Here's a first little tip for anyone who wants to hit top speeds. You should know that in Forza Horizon 6, the highway is much less straight than it was in Forza Horizon 5. And on top of that, there are a lot more cars in traffic, which makes it much harder to really reach very high top speeds. Because you'll have to slow down to take certain turns on the highway, but also because you'll have to slow down to weave your way through traffic. For anyone aiming for top speeds in Forza Horizon 6, here are 2 tips. First, pick your starting spot on the highway. Then, use your chosen car and go for your speedrun. In the Creation menu, Event Lab, Create, Route, Create New, you choose the car you want to test. So here, I'm giving an example with the Toyota Tacoma. Then, you press B, you select Yes, and it will teleport you exactly to the spot where you were before creating this new route. So here, for example, on the highway, except now there are no more traffic vehicles, so I can really enjoy the whole highway just for myself and hit high speeds without having to weave between different cars. And even better for those who really want to go full speed in a straight line. You press Start. You go again to the Creation menu. You go to Event Club. You select to participate in the event. You press the Select button on your controller. You uncheck all the boxes here. And in the Share Code section, you enter the code I'm about to show you in just a moment. On the screen, it's this one, the one for 7 meters. This will teleport you to a map created by the community. It's simply a straight line of 16 kilometers of pure straight line. No traffic cars, no turns. There, you can easily test your car's top speed. Second little tip for those who are stuck on Forza Horizon 6, who can't complete certain races and can't progress in their career. In the game, go to Accessibility, scroll down a bit, and in Story Progression, set it to Assisted. By checking this, you can progress in the story of Forza Horizon 6, even if you can't complete the race objectives. Forza Horizon 6 has a launch control feature, and I'll demonstrate how it works. I haven't activated it yet. Exactly. It's to show you the difference when you do a drag or a launch, simply an acceleration. And if you want to go full throttle, there are 2 methods. Either you accelerate fully like this, release the brake, and the car will take off. So, with 4-wheel drive cars, it works pretty well, but with rear-wheel drive cars in general, you're going to slide a little bit. And above all, this method isn't optimized for making a really fast start. Launch control is really going to help you with that. To activate it, you press the Start button, go to Settings, Difficulty, and at the very bottom, set Launch Control to Yes. Next, what you'll do is, instead of pressing the regular brake to launch your car to hold it and rev up the engine, you first press the handbrake button. So for me on the controller, it's A, then the accelerator button. And this will hold the car at an engine RPM that will vary from one vehicle to another. It will be the optimal engine RPM to ensure the fastest possible start, really, so it can deliver the maximum power without burning out, without losing traction, and so you get the best possible acceleration. You just release the handbrake, keep the accelerator pressed, and that's it. I can tell you that with this, you'll gain a few very important tenths of a second, especially in drag races. You should also know that in Forza Horizon 6, there's the option to customize the field of view, both for the inside and outside of the cars. If you find that the camera is a little too close, just go to Settings. Then go to Video, scroll down a bit, and you'll find it. Camera Field of View. You'll be able to change the field of view angle for the different cameras. So, for example, both inside the vehicle, outside, and even the hood camera. Anyway, you can really customize everything, so I'm going to make some big changes. So you can see it on the screen, just a small change, and then we'll save. So, as you can see, now we see a whole bunch of buttons that we couldn't see before. That's simply because it's as if the seat has been moved back in the car. Switching to the external camera puts us farther from the car, which can be cool since it enhances the sense of speed. If you're having trouble finding some barn finds, remember they're shown as small purple circles on the map. You should know there's a little trick that involves exploring the area, not by using your car, but by using the drone directly, which is much easier to handle. And most importantly, with the drone, you'll be able to get some height. This will sometimes allow you to spot the building, the barn find you're looking for, more easily. To do this, just go to the Start menu, then go to My Horizon and click on Video. Drone. This will bring up a brief black screen, and then you actually have your drone that you can use, which can go a bit higher and is much more maneuverable. This can be handy for finding certain barn finds. Another little thing that might be useful to you. When you want to buy a car at a dealership, at a traditional dealership, don't forget to first check if it's for sale at the auction house. In general, common cars are usually listed there, and usually they're also cheaper than in the auto show. So, to access the auction house, you go to your house or to the Forza Horizon Festival. Go to the Buy and Sell tab, Auction House, and search Auctions. There, enter the brand and model you want. Press Confirm, and it will show you the list of all the cars for sale that match the filters you've set. Then there are two methods. Either you bid on it, and you can really save a lot of money. For example, a Forza, you can get it for $9,000, whereas I think at the dealership it costs around $50,000. Or you choose option Y, you buy it immediately. You'll pay a bit more than if you had bid on it, but still, generally, less than at the dealership. It's even $80,000 at the dealership, so there, you save even more, knowing that you save twice. Because, on top of that, often the used cars you buy have already been upgraded. If that's the case and you want to restore it, you can. Just put the default upgrades back in the car's menu before your next upgrade. At least, there's a good chance that some parts have already been bought. And that also means you'll save money there too, since you won't have to pay for them a second time. I also wanted to give you a few little tips. For those who want to snipe in the auction house, sniping in the auction house simply means trying to get very rare cars through the auction house, like the Nissan GT-R Forza Edition, which is an extremely rare car. You can only get it through a Wheelspin or by sniping it in the auction house. To snipe, search the auctions and specify the model and brand you want, and then you really practice hitting confirm. As soon as you've started the search by clicking confirm, you immediately start pressing Y. That way, if the car you're looking for appears in the auction house, if you started pressing Y from the beginning, spamming the button, there's a good chance you'll be among the fastest to get it. Buy the car immediately, so spam Y, knowing that as soon as the car appears, I'll show you this with another example, it'll be simpler. We'll search for a car that's always available. There, we'll set it to any. As soon as a car you want to buy appears while sniping, spamming Y is used to bring up this menu. And then, you need to get used to immediately pressing the down arrow to select Buy Now, and then spam A, since that will let you buy it instantly. Then click Yes. Here's an example with the Nissan Silvia, which isn't rare, but this works the same for any car. So really, the trick to sniping a car is to practice doing this. You search for the model. When it starts loading, you press Y, and if, it starts to appear, then you press down arrow, A, until it's simply in your garage. Just so you know, the cars here don't actually refresh. The search lets you refresh the list of cars for sale, but there's no point in waiting on this menu for one to appear, because they won't show up. The menu doesn't refresh automatically. The only way to refresh it is to start over. So really, you have to practice going click, Y. If nothing pops up, you press B, then you run the search again, you start over, and you keep doing this in a loop until eventually a car shows up. And then, well, that's it. You have to react. You have to press down arrow, like I explained earlier, A, until it's in your garage. Another little tip, by the way, about the auction house for those who are going to sell this time, you should know that you can sort your cars by duplicates. So, normally, yeah, I still have a few. Duplicates are simply the car models that you have twice. At the beginning, when you don't have many cars in the game, it's easy to find them. But when you start having 500, 600 or more, it can quickly get annoying. So, use the duplicate filter. It shows you the cars that are duplicated in your garage. And then you can choose which ones you want to sell. And at least that lets you keep one of each, but still sell the duplicates to make some money. For everyone struggling to complete the whole map, have you really discovered all 671 roads on the Forza Horizon 6 map? I've got a little tip to share with you. Press Start. Go to the world map. Obviously, press the RB button and turn off all the little icons on the map so you can really see the roads. And what you can do on your screen is turn the contrast way up. Because by doing that, it will really make things stand out. It won't appear in the image since I'm recording the game directly, not my screen, but it will increase the difference in brightness between the parts of the road you've discovered and the parts you haven't discovered, since they're darker. That's a simple way to spot the ones you're missing more easily. And don't forget that all the way south on the map, so in Daikoku, but also here, in many places in the city of Tokyo, there are lots of highways and roads that are stacked on top of each other. So, for example, on this highway here, you might have discovered the road above, or on the bridge, for example, but not discovered the road below. So, there are some hidden roads that you might not have discovered which won't show up. So make sure to go through those places several times on every level to be sure you haven't missed any roads. I have 2 more tips to share with you. The first one is to buy this house, the Soko 78 house, for the simple reason that it gives a permanent bonus. a permanent 5% discount on all cars at the auto show. This lets you quickly pay off the cost of the house once you begin purchasing very expensive cars. And to avoid getting clothes, horns, or possibly emotes in Wheelspins and Super Wheelspins, I'll also give you another little tip. Go to Character, then customize your character. And here, you will literally buy all the clothes you can buy, so it's expensive. Initially, there's still much to buy. Then, you'll repeat this process with the emotes and horns. This actually allows you to eliminate all these items from Wheelspins and Super Wheelspins, since draws and super draws can only offer you items that you don't already own. So here, I'm not talking about cars, obviously, because it can actually happen that in Wheelspins or Super Wheelspins, the game offers duplicates, exactly. But when it comes to horns, emotes, and clothes, the game will never offer you things you already have. So buy all the clothes, buy all the horns, and all the emotes. It's the best way to be sure that during Wheelspins you won't get clothes again, and you'll either get money or cars. That's about it. I hope these little tips will help you. If that's the case, well, once again, don't hesitate to support my channel for free to thank me. You can use your Twitch Prime on my Twitch channel. You can come follow me on Twitch. By the way, for the upcoming live streams, just so you know, I do Forza multiplayer with subscribers at least twice a week. So don't hesitate, and also feel free to use my streaming link that will be under this video. It lets you buy your games much cheaper than elsewhere, while giving a boost to my channel. And there are also all the PSN cards, Game Pass, but especially now, all the games like Forza Horizon 6, for example. You can save a lot on them. It's 40 euros less for the premium version, so there are really big discounts. Thanks to those who took a quick look, thank you for watching this video, and see you very soon for more. Ciao!